Hello and welcome to CVR English News Channel. This is Sudhakar Sharma with the big story of the day. Indeed, it's a remarkable occasion that President Ramnath Kovind addressed the joint budget session of the Parliament today. The budget session of the Parliament today kicked off with President Ramnath Kovind's address. Addressing the joint session, President Kovind said that the government is vigilant and committed towards nation's security and solidarity. He said that the nation is indebted to Galvan Valley martyrs. The President also was emotional while recollecting the incident where 20 of our very valiant soldiers laid down their lives for the country. The President said that the government has shown over the period of 6 years that transformation is possible. President Kovind said that the session is important as India enters 75th year of its independence because it's a very momentous occasion. President Kovind said that the government is committed towards farmers' welfare. As such, he highlighted the various steps taken by the government for the welfare of the underprivileged farmers and rural population. So he was in a way hinting that the farm laws which have been enacted by the parliament were really in fact aimed at bringing about the welfare of the farmers. Our country has faced every crisis with fortitude, he said. And well, President Ramnath Kovind vividly brought to life so many incidents wherein India has faced everything with all courage, determination. So he said our country has faced every crisis with fortitude, be it the coronavirus pandemic, floods, earthquakes or major cyclones in several states, locust attack or the bird flu. The recent past also saw an unprecedented escalation in the tension along the border. The nation stood together, battled crises on multiple fronts, and surmounted every challenge. During this period, we all have to witness the unparalleled courage, endurance and discipline and spirit of service of our countrymen. President Ramnath Kovind was all praise for the government in tackling the serious issue of the corona pandemic, because he said the corona pandemic, which has engulfed countless lives, has been really disciplined through the discipline, and the other measures taken by the government was really reduced to bare minimum. So he said during the coronavirus pandemic, which has affected each individual and every country in the world, India has emerged on the global stage with renewed vigor. It gives me satisfaction that due to timely and calculated decisions taken by the government, we were able to save lives of countless countrymen. So today there is a rapid decline in the number of new cases of coronavirus, and at the same time there is a significant increase in the number of recoveries. And while recollecting the yesteryear's challenges we have faced as a collective measure, he said, when we think of the preceding year, we are really reminded of the twin challenges that faced us of saving lives of citizens and protecting the economy, because the cases were really spreading like wildfire. The corona pandemic was spreading, and at the same time there was a very great economic recession, to the alarm of everyone, because there was no opportunity to go out, to move and to do something outside. Besides announcing a record economic package for reviving the economy, the government took care to ensure that no poor person went hungry. So the president was really he was all praised for the measures taken by the government in meeting the needs of the poor people during the periods of this COVID and during the economic recession. And during the lengthy presidential speech, President Ramnath Kovind also made mention of the migrating laborers problem. The government was mindful of the plight of the migrant laborers, workers and those who are really away from their homes, he said. Besides providing them with the facility of one nation, one ration card, the government made free food grains available and organized Shramik special trains for them. So he was really mentioning this because it made a very deep impression that the migrating labor problem was really one of those which the India encountered during this corona period. The president also made mention of the special program Garib Kalyan Rojgar Abhiyan in 6 states in order to provide employment to the returning migrant laborers in their villages. So during the pandemic, it was a measure which really gave a relief to them. As a result of this Abhiyan, 50 crore man days of employment were generated. The government also launched SVA Nidhi, a special scheme for street vendors and hawkers, because they were really left unemployed. Further, an amount of approximately 31,000 rupee crore was directly transferred to the Jan Dhan accounts of poor women, because these women were really feeling helpless during the economic crisis and also during the corona pandemic. During this period, more than 14 crore gas cylinders were given free of cost throughout the country to the poor women beneficiaries under the Ujjwala scheme. So the president was really narrating at length the various schemes which were being introduced by the government. Also, the president expressed re-emphasized his confidence of the federal structure. He said, through all its decisions, my government has set an unprecedented example of the collective strength of the federal structure. The collaboration between the central and the state governments has not only strengthened democracy but also upheld the prestige of our constitution. And well, the president also highlighted the efforts of the government in giving the medical benefits to all the poor people. As a result of the efforts of this government, the poor are now able to avail the benefits of the healthcare facilities with ease, and their expenditure on the treatment of diseases is progressively reducing, he said. Under the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, 1.5 crore poor people in the country have received free treatment up to rupees 5 lakh. As a result, the poor have been able to save over 30,000 crore rupees. So today, benefits of Ayushman Bharat Yojana can be availed at more than 24,000 hospitals across the country. Similarly, under the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Janaushadhi Yojana, the poor are getting medicines at extremely affordable rates from 7,000 Jan Aushadhi Kendras across the country. Lakhs of patients are purchasing medicines from these Kendras daily, and due to their very reasonable prices are able to save nearly 3,600 crore rupees annually, which is quite staggering. And the speech of President Ramnath Kovind has significantly focused on the concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat, which in his own words says Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is not just confined to manufacturing in India, but is also a campaign aimed at elevating the standard of living of every Indian, as well as boosting the self-confidence of the entire country. Our goal of an Atmanirbhar Bharat will be further strengthened by self-reliance in agriculture. After extensive consultation, the Parliament approved the 3 important farm reform bills 7 months ago, and these farm bills are in the tone of the President or for the welfare of the farmers at large. And well, this brings us to the end of the big story of the day. This is Sudhakar Sharma signing off. Thank you.